So, I finally picked up Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and honestly, it's one of those books that's been around forever for a reason. People often think it's just about money or becoming rich, but after reading it, I realized it's really about mindset, persistence, and how your thoughts shape the life you create. Hill spent years studying some of the most successful people of his time. Think Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and Thomas Edison. And he distilled their habits, attitudes, and strategies into this book. The first thing that hits you is that success doesn't just happen by chance. Hill argues that every achievement starts with a clear purpose and a burning desire. He calls it a definite major purpose. In other words, you need to know exactly what you want and be willing to commit yourself fully to achieving it. It's not enough to say, I want to be wealthy someday. You need clarity, focus, and determination. That clarity becomes the driving force behind every action you take. Another big idea in the book is the power of faith and belief. Hill emphasizes that believing in yourself and your ability to succeed is just as important as the plan you put into action. He talks about visualization, affirmation, and the mental rehearsal of success, not as fluff, but as tools to align your mind with your goals. The point is that your subconscious mind responds to the thoughts you feed it, and consistently focusing on what you want can influence your behavior in ways you might not even notice at first. Hill also dives deep into the role of persistence. One of the biggest reasons people fail, he says, isn't lack of talent or opportunity. It's giving up too soon. Success requires sustained effort, even in the face of setbacks, criticism, or failure. One story that stuck with me was about how some of the most famous inventors and entrepreneurs faced repeated rejection and failure before they finally succeeded. The difference between those who made it and those who didn't was persistence. You have to keep moving forward, adjusting your approach and refusing to quit. Another fascinating part of the book is the idea of a mastermind group. Hill noticed that nearly every successful person he studied didn't go it alone. They surrounded themselves with other ambitious, intelligent people who could provide guidance, insight, and support. The concept is simple but powerful. When you combine your brain power with others who share your vision and complement your skills, you can solve problems and generate ideas that you couldn't achieve alone. It's a reminder that even the most independent people still benefit from collaboration. Hill also talks about the power of specialized knowledge. General knowledge is useful, but it won't make you rich. The people who really succeed leverage knowledge in very specific areas where they can stand out. He emphasizes learning, acquiring skills, and continuously improving in your chosen field. That specialized knowledge, when paired with creativity and persistence, becomes a key driver of wealth and success. One of the more subtle but important lessons is about overcoming fear. Hill lists 6 basic fears: failure, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death that hold people back. Recognizing these fears and learning to act despite them is a recurring theme. Essentially, your fears often dictate your decisions, whether you notice it or not. To grow and succeed, you have to confront those fears head on instead of letting them control your life. What I really liked about this book is that it's not just a manual for money, it's a guide to personal development. Hill consistently stresses that success comes from aligning your mind, your actions, and your habits with your goals. It's about developing the right attitude, mindset, and discipline, which then naturally leads to opportunity and achievement. The wealth part is a byproduct of that alignment. Hill also makes a point about the importance of decisiveness. Many people get stuck in indecision, waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. But successful people take action, make decisions, and adjust as they go. Hesitation often leads to missed opportunities, while decisive action, even imperfect action, creates momentum. Finally, the book reinforces the concept of a positive mental attitude. Hill argues that optimism and resilience attract opportunity and resources, while negativity and doubt repel them. It's not about blind positivity. It's about cultivating a mindset that focuses on solutions, possibilities, and growth rather than problems and limitations. So here's my honest take. Think and Grow Rich is not just about getting rich. It's about thinking differently, acting deliberately, and cultivating habits and beliefs that set you up for success. It's practical, motivational, and surprisingly relevant, even though it was written decades ago. If you're looking for a book that helps you rethink your goals, take control of your life, and build a mindset that attracts success, this one is absolutely worth your time. At the end of the day, Hill's message is clear. Wealth and success start in the mind. If you can define your purpose, believe in it, work persistently, surround yourself with the right people, and take decisive action, there's almost no limit to what you can achieve. And that's the real takeaway. Success isn't about luck or talent. It's about mindset, focus, and relentless determination.